Welcome back to another episode of ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill, and today we're going to be taking a look at some Nike SB Dunk lows. These are an orange label dunk, and this is in the wolf gray gum colorway. Let's take a quick sneak peek. Welcome back everyone to another unboxing and review. Today we are going to be going over the Nike SB Dunk lows, and these are the orange labels. For those of you wondering, orange label, typically skate shops are known as the orange tiered stores. So this definitely dropped in skate shops. So hopefully you were able to cop a pair. These were definitely extremely more on the limited side. And these are in the wolf gray gum colorway. So we'll go through the overview of these, jump into size and fit, followed by how I styled them, then conclude with how these are currently doing on the resale market. So let's jump right into it. You really can't go wrong with a gray color scheme all over for a dunk. So the majority of the upper of this specific SB Dunk is primarily covered in suede. I was kind of confused at first when it said it was all suede, just because it looked like leather until I touched it. But this is definitely a premium textured suede used on the upper. So we work our way up. We've got that same color scheme for the laces, and then underneath on the tongue has this really cool textured look. Almost gives this feel like it is some concrete type of texture. But I do love that they kind of changed the texture up a little bit on the tongue to just kind of differentiate it and make that gray hue just stand apart from the laces itself. Nike SB is in an off-white colorway, and then we've got the swoosh mark in a nice pop of orange. And then we've got more of a satiny feel on the outer layers of the outlining for the tongue. Let's take a look at those details, then move along to the side paneling. So we do have a secondary lace option. We've got the laces also in white. I forgot to talk about the lace tips on here just because these do have the SB logo on them, and it is in a pop of orange colorway. We do have the same lace tips on the white in that orange color scheme with SB printed as well. Wrapping around to the side panels, again, we have pretty much all of the underlays in that nice gray color scheme, and then tumbled white leather hits the swoosh mark. Working our way to the back, we've got Nike embroidered in that metallic gray color scheme on top of some tumbled white leather. And then on the lateral side paneling, the same color scheme as the medial with that tumbled white leather on the swoosh mark and underlays of that soft gray suede. The interior has Nike SB in white on top of a pop of orange square, and then gray for the insole. And the sneaker is completed with a white midsole and a gum bottom. All right, let's take a look at those last and final details. As far as size and fit goes on these, I always recommend sizing up in SBs, definitely because there's that additional padding that you'll see on the heel here, as well as the additional padding added in the tongue. So I typically go with a size 8 when I'm typically a 7.5 in men's, and I feel like it always fits me perfectly. All right, so now let's jump into styling. Again, just such a great colorway to really just intermix within any pieces you may have in your wardrobe. All right, so for the first look, I decided to kind of match the grayish hue of this with a oversized blazer, and then I wore some nice just plain denim pants. Then for the second look, I decided to wear some stripes to give it a little bit more of a pattern. And I had stripes on a polo short sleeve button down top. And then I had some just basic light denim pants. Then for the last and final look, dress these up a bit with some polka dots on a satin olive green toned dress.
A little taste. Island girl, blue eyes with a little bass. Here for the thrill, I don't need a chaser. Wanna vibe at the getaway. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, I got the semi-four weight. Don't step out the line like this a probate. You hit the line and try to locate. This for the time, got time for no day. One, too many, I'm going. Too crazy and I got bad ones and they ready. A good time, so now it's into it, we left that. Can't remember anything, but I know we got lit. Good times, live in the moment, feel like summertime. Obsessed with nature, not a world mine. The room is spinning, but I feel fine. Oh my. Chandelier, limousines. Really think I'm seeing things. Read the line in mid-between. Yellow light, I gotta speed up. Get home to a cold shower. Need that pronto. Look like a rave at the condo. Heck of a night in Toronto. She said, boy, you in Morocco. Pearl white mention in the top gold. Fill up my cup with the pop, whoa. High off life in the spot though. Running at the visa, really talking.
Now let's jump into how these are doing on the resale market. So these retailed at $110 and they're currently going between $140 to $210. Again, this was a orange label release, so a little bit more on the limited side. So congrats to anybody who's able to cop these. I think that this is just such a great color combination to have on an SB Dunk just because it's so clean and classic and simple. All right, everyone, that is it for this unboxing and review. If you joined us for the first time, thank you so much. We will catch you all next episode.
Too many, I'm going. Too crazy and I got bad ones and they ready. A good time, so now